この世から一匹残らず巨人を駆逐してやる。あの日、幼いエレンにそう誓わせた怒りが彼を駆り立てる。この世の全てを破壊しろ。
What is the Berserk Titan? I've always been intrigued by these random sequence of events in Season 1, and I think I might have just figured out what it exactly is. For those of you who don't know, in chapter 32 of the manga, we witness this pivotal moment in which Eren confronts the female Titan. Eren is overwhelmed by a barrage of punches, which puts him out of commission for a short while, allowing Annie to escape. Eren pretty much gives up her and needs his friend's help to capture her. However, this does not happen in the anime. In episode 25 of the anime, Eren is once again incapacitated by the female Titan who makes her escape. But this time, something weird happens. Instead of Eren giving up, his eyes flicker with an enigmatic blue and his skin cracks open, releasing this eerie, fiery aura. As you probably know already, this is an anime-only transformation dubbed by the Attack on Titan fandom as a Berserk Titan. The intrigue only deepens. Why was this change even introduced in the first place? Now I think there's essentially two plausible explanations. The first and most plausible explanation might seem a bit of a cop-out, but it revolves around the realism of Isayama, the author's life. As the creator, he was well aware of the uncertainties of the anime industry and genuinely believed that there was a chance that the anime might not receive a renewal for a new season, therefore be axed. He even had this conversation with the director Araki about potentially ending the first season at episode 22 because of a lack of source material. This foresight might have been the reason there was this 4-year gap between seasons 1 and 2. As a precaution, he crafted season 1 in a way that could have served as this inconclusive ending that had a small sense of closure. Within context, the introduction of a Berserk Titan could have been Eren's pseudo-ultimate form. Maybe it was introduced too early. However, fortunately for everybody, the story didn't conclude there and the anime was continued. But I think there's more to the Berserk Titan beneath the eye. And this leads us on to a more theory-based second explanation. The bulk of this video will be covering this intriguing theory in particular because explanation 2 builds on top of the first one. I think we can deduce the narrative purpose of a Berserk Titan if we reanalyze the fight with the female Titan. In the manga, Eren transforms into the Attack Titan after Mikasa tells Eren the world is cruel. However, in the anime, this does not happen. Eren is instead seriously injured and on the verge of giving up. When he's found by Armin, Armin tells Eren, "People who are unable to sacrifice everything will fail to change anything. To overcome monsters, you have to toss aside your humanity." The words eventually inspire Eren to regain his resolve and make him realize that he over-relied on his friends too much, and if he wants to get anything done, he needs to do it himself. Eren then remembers Team Levi being slaughtered by the female Titan because he trusted in them too much. He transforms once again, but is beaten by Annie, who attempts to flee by climbing Wall Sinner, but instead of giving up like he does in the manga. In this moment of intense rage, Eren goes berserk. I believe that it's these beast-like actions that are indicators that he's tossed his humanity aside like Armin wanted him to. Berserk Titan is Eren taking initiative. He rips Annie's leg off, attempting to stop her from climbing the wall. Although this fails, and leads to Mikasa once again stepping in. At this point in the manga, Eren holds Annie down so he can assist his friends in retrieving Annie from a female Titan. But in the anime, Berserk Eren doesn't care and attempts to eat Annie, while saying that he's free, indicating that he's choosing to not rely on his friends like he did with Team Levi. Eren then proclaims that he will destroy the world, possibly foreshadowing the rumbling, in which he will flatten the world outside the walls. It's possible that during a 4-year time gap, Isayama contemplated the significance of a Berserk Titan in connection to the ending, more specifically to the rumbling, which certainly sounds like the end of a world, right? But what could a Berserk Titan be? Possibly the first king and past holders of a founding titan trying to communicate and somehow help Eren? I understand that a royal-blooded founding titan has placed on them by King Fritz the vow to condemn war, so they can't be violent and be berserk. But maybe all of those suppressed feelings of them wanting to do that and being unable to do that is being projected through Eren. Which would also explain why his eyes change blue. That is a common eye color of a Fritz family. It should also be noted that the color blue represents the sea and freedom, so that could be an influencing factor. The idea of going berserk is also related to him having more energy and hatred. But this is where I think things get a little bit more interesting. What if the intent was that the Berserk Titan would make a return during the rumbling? Although this seems far-fetched, I want you to consider it. In volume 33 of the manga, Eren appears defeated on the cover, with dead eyes, while being attacked by the Alliance. Whereas, in the anime's key visual of the last part, it portrays him with glowing blue eyes and this fiery aura that is a Berserk Titan attacking the Alliance. This reversal hints at a potential alternative ending in the anime, driven by Eren's choice to embrace the power of the Berserk Titan. If you're still not convinced, listen to Under the Tree, which was a soundtrack used at the end of Core 1. Recently, in early July, the full version of this song was dropped, meaning they kept parts of it hidden for some reason. But I want you to listen to the parts. They sound like this. Now this might sound familiar because they're literally the same voice as Berserk Titan. If you guys forgot, this is what the Berserk Titan sounds like.
Die, all of you, everything. This is freedom.
The terms burn and free are definitely related to the narrative of the Berserk Titan, so I'll leave it up to you to decide whether it's the same or not. And to speak more on the narrative of these words. In the manga, Eren chooses to sacrifice himself by becoming the villain in order to portray his friends as the heroes who defeated him. So in other words, he chose to believe in them rather than himself, and this led to the destruction of most of the world and Paradise Island. However, in anime, Berserk Titan represents the opposite. Eren can free himself by sacrificing humanity to destroy the world. Whether he actually succeeds in doing this or not doesn't really matter, because throughout the series, Eren has been used as a tool and his confidence has been at odds. Eren's strength has always derived from and always been tied to his belief in himself. Yet in the manga, he allowed himself to lose because he prioritized his friends' beliefs over his own. This time, Eren's newfound resolve might lead to this alternative ending. Not necessarily a victory for him, but one where he can proudly say that he gave it his all. What he's doing is obviously wrong. However, you have to understand that he's doing what he thinks is right, regardless of if it is right or not. Of course now this is more so related into an anime original ending, but consider it. Isayama has always been fascinated in alternate endings, drawing inspiration from media like Life is Strange, the movie The Mist, and Mob Love, all of which offer various outcomes and endings. The idea of a Berserk Titan reappearing to alter the course of events is not that far-fetched, given Isayama's love for exploring different narrative paths. If you're new to this concept, I recommend watching some of my videos on Attack on Titan's potential anime original ending. However, be warned, as delving into this topic might lead you down this rabbit hole that alters your perception on the entire narrative of a story entirely. I'd love to discuss this further, but because of time constraints, it doesn't really make sense for me to talk about in this video. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And I'll see you later.